All right, Tom, how you doing?
Persimmons today.
Yeah, persimmons definitely.
Prime season.
Yeah, my intent is to kind of separate out all the information of the Imoto, Fuyu type Imoto, and the Fuyu type Jiro. And what the differences are. And so that's what I hope to capture with it.
Everybody looks and wants and buys a Fuyu Persimmon. But Fuyu Persimmon's not a variety.
Yes.
Fuyu Persimmon is a category.
Right.
And so we can show some of the subtle differences between the varieties by comparing the two.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I think that the Imoto is a great place to start.
Absolutely.
It's funny, Tom, because last week I did the Isu Persimmon, which is a Fuyu type as well.
Absolutely. Same category.
Yeah, and it's always renowned for being dwarfed.
I think it's a little more compact than a Jiro type Fuyu, but the tree's still going to get 20-25 feet on its own.
Yes.
So it's still something that if you're considering size control, you're still going to need to manage.
Yeah, size control to me that's what it's about in the home garden.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And we've been preaching that for 30 years.
Yes, we've been trying, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is a more compact variety. Ripens a bit earlier than the Jiro type. Good.
Here's the nice thing about Fuyu type persimmons in California. Yes, in Imoto, we can consider it an earlier variety, 7 to 10 days earlier. But it's the other end that makes the big difference. They're going to hold on the tree for a month and a half or 2 months. So we have this long extended out season where we can take advantage of that.
Yeah, we were looking at this when it was still kind of light orange.
Right.
Non-astringent.
Right.
Okay, and definitely had great sugar at that time too.
Right.
And so you do get to that point where it starts to get soft, just like you would do an astringent variety.
Right.
And here's a variety that actually still eats well when it is soft.
Yes, and people have been using the astringent types like hachia for baking cookies and persimmon breads and things for years and years and years, but you can actually take the Fuyu types and use those in baking as well once they soften up.
Without a doubt. Yeah, we used to slice them up and dehydrate them. They were great. They were the best.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
So Tom, let's pick a couple and let's go get some Jiros and we'll do some comparison.
That sounds great. There's a couple of nice fruit on this tree right here.
Excellent. That's great.
Got them.
All right, Tom. Here we are now at the Jiro. Okay, and this is the one that is the other Fuyu.
Absolutely. Jiro's an old variety, a popular variety. It's one of those that if it's grown in isolation with no other pollinator, it will be seedless.
Yes.
If it's grown with a variety that has an incidence of male flower, you can get some seeds, but still completely non-astringent.
And no color to the flesh if it's pollinated, and it can be eaten firm.
Right.
So it's a great attribute. One of the most popular varieties sold, as a matter of fact, both home garden and for commercial, right?
I would say of all the Fuyu selections that we have, Jiro is probably the one that's going to take 90% of the market.
Yeah, isn't that that's
all the others combined are going to get about 10%.
That's a crazy thing.
It's reliable. It's productive. It's precocious.
Yes.
The tree produces at an early age.
Yes.
It's very, very stable. It has a great reputation because it is probably as good as you're going to get.
You bet. Right. Also known as the California Fuyu.
California Fuyu. So obviously, if you look at this tree, it didn't like our summer.
No.
It was hot.
We had some heat.
In looking at the tree and looking at the fruit, evaluating the fruit, there's no sun damage to the fruit.
Yes.
So even though the tree shows a little bit of physical stress, the fruit shows none at all.
Yeah, a lot of diffused light because of the canopy. These are nice, thick, heavy leaves. Definitely the fruit probably has some deflective value because of its light color and nice, thick skin. Yeah, this variety definitely gets a lot of play everywhere.
And adaptable to cooler climates, coastal climates, semi-desert climates, adaptable to higher humidity areas.
I think it's pretty much a zone 7 though. It probably doesn't go into 5 and 6 as well.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so, seven's probably the extent of dependable zones to be planting.
Right. So this is the Imoto that we picked earlier this morning.
And wasn't this, isn't this out of like Lindsay, California?
Yeah, this originated on Mike Imoto Ranch in Lindsay, California.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly a variety with some great attributes.
Yeah.
Nice texture, good crunch, but starting to show some physical ripeness and a little bit of, you know, a soft consistency to the interior. So, good sugar level.
Great sugar.
Has a really nice bite. I have no problem with this variety.
No,
It's nice.
me neither. I don't either at all. The primary differences between the Imoto and the Fuyu, just to take the mystery out, is the Imoto occasionally has male flowers, and so it can act as a pollinator for varieties that require pollination.
Yes, like coffee cake.
Like
or-
coffee cake or
yeah.
chocolate.
Right.
And then, of course, the Jiro, it doesn't have any male flowers whatsoever. It doesn't work as a pollinator for anything, and it will be pretty much non-astringent no matter what,
Yes.
whether it's pollinated or not.
Yeah. Even early in the season, there's still no astringency there.
How about the Jiro?
So let's take a look. As far as color goes, you know, I'm a little more impressed with the physical color on the Jiro. It has a really look to it.
But you can obviously tell that it's not as mature as that other one we had.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
a little crunchier. It's a little firmer. Although interestingly enough, both of these varieties grown here at Dave Wilson Nursery in a collection of 30 other varieties, they're both still virtually seedless.
Yeah, they don't have any seeds at all. That's an amazing thing, because you would think that everything that required pollination to have seeds would have seeds out there.
Oh yeah, if it's going to get seeds, it's going to get seeds here.
The coffee cake that we had, those varieties all had seeds, and they were all
Cinnamon colored,
Yeah, cinnamon
yeah.
colored, yeah, right. So flavor-wise, everything that you'd want in a persimmon. Nice sugar.
And if you were to grow an Izu, an Imoto, a Jiro together, you're still gonna get very good quality fruit, and you're going to extend your season out.
Yeah, 3 months plus.
Izu on the earliest.
Yep.
Imoto in the middle, and then extending it out with Jiro.
3 months
And-
worth of persimmons.
And again, the hang time on all of them is good.
Just
So-
think about that for a farmer's market, you know, or
Oh,
a
yeah.
U-pick. That would be a tremendous asset.
Yeah,
to have those.
Yeah, you could
three varieties.
market them by season, by variety, by varietal name.
Yep, the Isu, the Imoto, and the Jiro. It's all great stuff, man.
I have no problem with either one of these. They're both delicious.
Great. Well,